When one thinks of a hero in their life, you usually consider a movie star, a famous athlete, or just somebody just higher up than us. But really, we should look at somebody closer in our lives. To me, my mother is my greatest example of a hero that I can ever really think of. Through everything she's been through, and I think she is someone that I'm very proud to look up to. She was born outside the United States in a third world country called Panama. Population of only 3 million people. Pretty small country. She went to one of the top high schools in Panama. And she came from a very poor family, so this was very out of the ordinary. Uh, she lived through the Panamanian invasion. Uh, Very highly educated in both Panama and in the United States. And she was a survivor of breast cancer. Just talk about a little bit about why I look up to my mom. She was born in Panama during the 1950s. Was the daughter of a math teacher. During middle school, she joined a competition where she received a reward for being the smartest person in math to go to the top school in Panama with a full ride. This is looked at greatly in my family. Um, After high school, she went to college, full ride, where she studied social work and psychology. During this time period, she became a political activist and was part of the women's movement over in Panama. After college, she settled down for a little bit, but still wanted to do education, so she applied for schools in America and got accepted to the University of San Diego to continue her education and studied her master's and received her master's. After this time period, she moved back to Panama to go get my younger brothers and my older brothers and bring them over to the States. During this time period, though, the Panama was invaded and they were stuck in the country and had to experience 25,000 American troops invading and bombing and pretty much destroying Panama City. It was a very scary time in her life, and she was still able to succeed her goals, even though this horrible thing was done to her country by the United States. But she still moved to the States, where she moved to San Diego. When she moved to San Diego, that's where I was born. She lived there for over a year with my dad, and then because he was in the military, they moved over to Maryland. Firstly when they moved, she got a job social working in the city of Alexandria. Working in the city of Alexandria, she slowly moved up. After getting her second master's, at the University of Maryland, she's one of the head supervisors over at the city of Alexandria for social work. About 5 years ago, she did get diagnosed with having breast cancer, and it was a very scary time in my life. And looking back at it, I always looked up to her strength, and it was just amazing how she could just deal with this kind of health issue that she had. And after months of chemo, she did make a full recovery, and I will always look up to her for that reason. That she never let the breast cancer slow her down, and it was just amazingly looking up to my mother this way. It's pretty much to conclude. My mom has always been there in my life, and I look up to her for strength, and because when I look at my little problems, I have to just look at my mom and be like, life was a lot harder for her, and I shouldn't really complain. And this is why my mom is my greatest hero.